Once you hit about 215 or so, the tires start getting slidey. Well, this is interesting. Somebody has a pit crew out in the pit stall behind me, and they've got Firestone Reds in their hand.
Oh, I wonder if it's my crew, because I just came in and they had reds.
What do you have on the car?
White?
So the black wall.
Yeah, white lettering, sorry.
Yeah, they both have white lettering, but you got black wall and you got red wall.
Yep, solid black wall.
Yeah, it's one of those graphical glitches again, because they don't run the red wall tire at Indy at all.
Probably can take consistent mode.
Okay, so I have changed tires. Should be to what?
All,
okay. Then I have natural compounds.
Testing.
Yes, no.
No.
Yeah, then I have front left tire compound, none. Right Firestone Indy, rear left, none. Rear right Firestone primary.
Correct.
Okay, let's try that. I love it when it says the pit limit is engaged in big blue letters in front of you, then you brake 60.
Can you guys hear me?
There goes that damn Australian. I got within about 1,000th of my last one. How much gas you got, lass? Earth glass? Earth
Oh.
glass?
9 liters.
So not much. I'll wait for you to come around. That's 3 laps. River was faster yesterday too.
Yeah, I'm not touching my first times.
Shit, there you are. Fuck, this thing sucks.
Well, Tom, my rear tires are 230 degrees.
Too hot.
How am I going to cool them down?
That's a good question. You sure you haven't got rain on?
Firestone Indy primary.
Which tire is it?
Right rear.
Stop sliding so much.
I can't.
Anti-roll bar down at the back.
Or in the setup,
Great.
play with your weight jacker. Unfortunately, you can't adjust it in the car like you're supposed to be able to, but they don't give you the option to map a button to it. Cal, I just sent you a Steam chat. Just sent you a Steam chat. That is the pressures that I have in my pit strategy in bar.
Okay, thank you. I apparently had mapped a button for my sway bars, so I'm going to see if that helps a little bit. If not, I'll go in and have to do some weight jacker.
I found the roll bars. I adjust them. If I get near somebody, I lower them.
I'm up to 240 degrees.
Yeah, you're sliding that back end way too much.
So close, Driz.
I see that.
Oh boy.
Hey, the Kiwi is here.
Yes, I am.
Which way do I take the weight jacker?
Well, you're already maximum one way.
Oh, so I guess I'm going the other way, huh?
Can you guys hear me?
Why does my steering wheel stay slightly to the right?
To the left?
To the right.
To the right, because it's positioned that way because
Nobody
the car
hears
is
me?
naturally designed to pull to the left.
So it's straight when you're on the banking.
Yeah, your wheel is basically straight in the corner, and it is slightly to the right when you're on the straight.
Testing, testing.
Got you.
Copy.
Oh, thank goodness.
Which is also why you have to be very careful getting on the throttle at lower speeds, because the car will want to automatically snap the front to the left. Back in the old days, they used to also run what was called stagger, where the one
Alrighty.
rear tire was actually wider than the other, so it would actually produce more friction,
I have basically
and,
no idea what I'm
make
doing
the car
here.
naturally turn to the
Which is
left
awesome.
because of it.
So you have your steering wheel straight when you're turning left?
Yeah, in my case, not quite, but if you watch them, if you actually watch any onboard footage, steering wheel will be almost straight in the corner.
Does anybody
And then-
have a Honda setup they'd be willing to share?
Who was that?
Lesson.
Yep, I'll give you mine.
Mine is
Thank you.
cranked massively to the left when I'm in the corner.
You're putting way too much steering input in by the sound of it. That could be why you're overheating the tires.
Well, if I don't, then I'm not making the corner.
There you go, lesson.
Thanks, Tom.
Indy underscore V 2.0.
Why does this thing have 6 gears and it can't reach them?
Sixth gear is actually only used in the draft.
Maybe I have something wrong with my wheel, but if I'm not putting 15, 20 degrees
I got
input in,
your draft last. Did you see that?
I can't
Yeah.
make the corner.
I nearly got a 37. That was so close. I was holding on by my skin of my teeth through all those corners.
Were you in draft?
Yeah, I was literally up your ass. I was
Oh,
holding
shit.
on for dear life.
Because I don't know when you went
That's
past me,
weird.
that's all.
Yeah,
No.
Cal, I'm about 15 degrees to the left in the corner, and I'm about 10 degrees to the right on the straight.
I was right behind you for most of that.
I'm probably
You're right.
2 to 3 degrees to the right on the straight.
So there you go. You can get a 37 in the draft. I barely hung on to those though. Jeez, that was hard. Guys, I don't know whether it's listed as a 200 lap race. I don't know whether I've got the kill your rating thing on or not. Honestly, I don't remember if I put it on or not. So if you want to back out without killing your rating, you can.
Go to online lobby, I'll check.
Yeah, I think I will.
Somebody else want to set up a room?
Yeah, I'll exit out.
Or I can just repeat mine.
Tom, was there some reason why my brake temperatures were like, 1700 degrees?
Why are you even touching your brakes?
I'm not.
Hello.
Hello.
Your your thing is, obviously your Fanatec has got them on.
I think the server is off for ratings.
Well, I just jumped out. All
As
right,
long as
I'll
there's
jump back in.
As long as there's somebody. This is not a server. This is peer-to-peer. I set it up.
All right, I'll set one up. Yeah, Cal, you must have your brakes dragging or something. The ducts are at 0, but you don't touch your brakes at all. If you're hitting the brakes, it's because you're in an emergency situation.
No, I'm not. I wasn't hitting the brakes at all. My foot wasn't even on the pedal. It was just laying off to the side of my pedal. I had no indicator on, no nothing, but my brakes had said they were 1700 degrees.
Your if you look down at, if you bring up your complicated HUD and look down at the left, I bet you got a little red.
That was up because I was looking at my tire pressures, and as soon as the session ended, it went from 1700 to 600 degrees on my brake temps, like the second I crossed the line.
What do you want for this? Do you want to race? What do you want to do?
I say 50.
45-minute practice.
That's why it's not
qualifying. 45 minutes. What do you want to do?
More practice?
Let's do a little bit more practice, like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Give the guys that just got on a chance to run some laps, and then take it into I don't know, 15, 20 lap race.
Okay, I'll put 35 minutes practice.
Are we doing this peer-to-peer again?
Yes. And
why aren't we using one of the servers?
I was gonna say, why aren't you using the?
I don't do this like the DS thing. If you want to do it,
all right, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's a better test for us too, anyways, Tom.
Yeah.
Setting it up for a 20 lap race.
When I was back behind you, Les, I was doing 350.
No qualifying. And a 30-minute practice.
Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Let's see if there's a little bit of difference. Retract that. Yeah, it's probably a little bit.
All right, I've set it up on the.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit louder. It is. Oh, maybe.
I've set it up on the Can-Am
like
Endurance server. You'll have to find it through the browser.
Let's see how that sounds. I don't know. That might be about. Maybe about the same. Maybe. Looks into the yellow a little bit. Not as much as the other guys. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's crazy. How about that? Is that a bit better? Yeah, that's probably a little bit better for the. A little bit closer on par to the other chat. We'll see.
I mean.
All right. Anyways, what do we got? Let's find this room. Oops. Pardon me. All right, so a little Indy 500 practice.
Why can I only pick a Honda?
Is it me if it's something showing?
Oh crap! Don't tell me that. Hang on.
Did identical instead of same class.
Well, it should have been same class because that's what I had it built for yesterday. So it stole somebody's settings somewhere. All right, let's back out. I'll rebuild it.
I never saw it anyways. No, that's... Come on.
Did lastly even got on the pub for a glass canoe.
All right, back up. I never did hear back from Hinchcliffe. Of course, he was busy today.
No,
He
can still only pick Hondas.
what the hell? I set it for same
can see
class.
Chevrolet.
No,
I
not
can see Chevrolet.
showing me. It's showing me the Chevy here.
Could see Chevy.
Well, okay, let me go out and come back again and see.
Zealand has something against General Motors.
I can pick any car in the game.
Really?
Yep. I can pick a Citroen TCR car if I'd like to.
Put a Clio
Wow.
on there. Go with the Clio.
How about a Bentley Speed 8?
Go with the Clio. Ooh, there's Pippa. There's going to be bloodshed over that one.
I could take the Formula X right now. That'd be fun, right?
It's quicker than Indy around here. I think a second.
So, I was watching...
No, I can only pick the Honda. I don't know what's going on.
That's weird. It must be a glitch because I can pick any car in the game.
Yeah, so can I.
Try shut the game down in a mirror and come back.
Yeah, gotta love project cars.
Well, that's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this game.
Did you guys hear that within an hour after Lena got let go from Hinch's team, the SMP LMP2 team picked her up, or LMP1 team picked her up?
Wow.
Not surprised.
Talk about a hot commodity.
Well, she's a good engineer. That's
She's
just
a
there
fantastic
were-
workhorse engineer.
There were actually rumors floating that she might have been going back with Team Yost again for Mazda.
Actually, well, so I was watching, I'm staying in some wood doing some more trim work in the house, and I was listening to one of the iRacing Indy 500 telecasts, and they were talking about that, according to them, whatever their source is, they read a tweet that she was actually contacted before she was fired, but while she knew she was on her way out, she was contacted for this.
Well, there'd been talk for a while apparently that I mean, she just wasn't getting a handle on the oval.
No.
And it wasn't just Indy; they struggled at Phoenix too.
Yep.
Here we go.
But I mean, it makes sense. She's fantastic at some road course and whatnot.
It's I wondered right from the start when they announced that she was coming to the team. I wondered how quickly she'd be able to pick up on the ovals because they are a very unique beast.
Well,
Totally asymmetrical setups.
And if she was going to be given the time, I mean,
That was the other question,
what, 3
and
races really?
yeah, well, Schmidt-Peterson is fighting for a championship. They're trying to take it to Penske and Ganassi.
And you have
They don't
no
really
idea
have
how
time to wait.
You have no idea how small their budget is in comparison.
It was apparently a mutual decision, so
she probably wanted to go back to. IndyCar is also a little different than a prototype car, which she's been a part of for, well, most of her racing, well, a good part of her racing life. So, yeah, it doesn't really surprise me that she's headed back.
hey guys, fast cars to the right side of the pit exit. The right lane is the fast lane.
That was me.
No, it was Driz too.
How can there be a
Nope,
fast
Driz
lane
was in the right spot.
when you're all driving on the pit limiter?
Driz was all the way up against the pit wall.
At the end,
I show you did it the whole time.
Nah, I showed him
You
in the
never
left
moved.
lane the whole time.
someone at the
You
door.
never moved on my screen.
Someone on the door.
Yeah, I see the same thing with the steering wheel. That's interesting. It's a little bit cocked to the right when I'm going straight down pit road.
Yep, it should be. Tony Kanan's on board last year was amazing watching that footage. You could see how far off that wheel was.
Entrance or exit is off of 2, correct?
Pit exit is at the end of turn 2, correct. You got to follow that inside road all the way around to the back straight. And then pit entrance is off the exit of turn 4 off the front straight. Or pit entry, I mean. Damn it. I got sucked right up into the wall with you.
Alright, I'm back guys, sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Practice session?
30-minute practice and then a 20-lap race.
No quali?
Nope.
Hey, I got to 38.
I saw that. Nice.
This is not quali, right? This is just practice.
Just practice. Yeah, Cal, I don't know what was going on with your brakes. Mine are reading 91 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm reading 35 Celsius right now.
That's kind of intense.
mine reading about 95 Fahrenheit, so.
What is going on?
Oh my god. When this thing decides to let go in the corner, it lets go.
More or less, yeah.
How many laps can you go on 70 liters?
I think about 20.
We'll have to put like 10 times in the race.
Yep.
All right. You need tires every time.
Second, I think.
Oh god, there's a piece of pie in the road. How are you getting that posture?
Secret sauce.
Got a heavier right foot than you do.
My foot flat, he just goes past me like I'm standing still. Like, what the hell?
It's his stilettos,
He
mate.
stole your grass. He does that a lot too.
So, I don't know who hit me, but sorry, I didn't have a lot of control.
That was you.
Sorry. I need more ARBs on the back because I lost that in the corner going in tight.
Okay, thank God I wasn't in VR.
Yeah, I am in VR. It's hilarious. So when you take a hit like that, it's about a minute and a half if it's repaired. FYI.
So when you're driving by yourself, do you just stay in 5th gear the whole time?
I got up to 6th.
Yeah, I go up to 6 as well.
So 100% damage on the front is a minute 26 pit stop.
Well, thank you for testing and timing that for us.
You're welcome.
One less thing I have to worry about.
Are you in a Chevrolet or a Honda, Canamira?
He's in a Chevrolet.
Would you like my setup?
Yeah, I got this one off a time trial, but
There you go.
Every time I go to the pits, I come out, I'm in the wrong view again. Anybody else having that issue?
Nope.
No.
No.
I usually only have that when I join a lobby, not during the lobby.
my arms are going to be full then.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Maybe should have put qualifying in. Like, power's just coming online.
You got plenty of time yet.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder how much time's there to be made by how ballsy you are coming out of that pit exit.
A lot.
I often have to like lift off to get around that corner.
Can't hold it.
Sounds like it's kind of pressure everything.
Well, that's what happens when they get right up on the back end of a car, is that they just cannot hold the corner. You've got to back right off. You can actually just... Passing is a bitch.
Get that set up in the mirror.
Yeah, I'm trying it now. I reckon the race will give you 1 tires.
Only takes a lap to warm them up though.
Oh, lost it. Oh, I'm on my lid. I'm not crawling out of this one.
You can push the reset, can't you, and then scale back?
Yeah.
It might be a good thing to have map for this race.
Yep.
Have some massive car parts entering the front straight.
Yeah, I basically crashed the same place Dixon did last year. Not quite as violently, but pretty much the same spot. Right in front of the pit entrance.
It's too late.
Wow, I tapped the wall, got 3 on my front, and I'm down 15 mile an hour.
My car's dead. I'm just closest to the track.
Just watch that replay. Someone's car flipped in the air and I went underneath it.
That was Chef.
You can't save these replays, that's the problem.
I've got my wheel about 100 degrees to the left to try and drive straight. No problem.
Little.
Tom, do you feel this is a better race car than it is a qualifier?
I think so, yeah. As long as you can keep Driz from driving over top of your nose.
Wah.
It's really a challenge to come through getting back on the track without ever lifting. Wow, everybody is lagging like crazy right now, especially Lesson.
Lesson's not on the track.
Nope, Lesson just passed me.
Nope, Lesson's sitting in his pick box.
In which case he's really lagging.
Hee-haw.
Maybe it was glass.
Each turn you have to learn 4 corners to shout spin in.
The trick is remembering which one you're in.
So I don't really know jack about setting up an oval car. So I really don't know what to do here.
Power in here yet?
No, and I don't think he ever logged into TeamSpeak either.
This is a nice setup, guys.
It's not mine, man. It's I got it from Cluck off the community event board, and just altered it a little bit, tweaked a little bit to make it drivable.
Hey, Glass, do you mind sharing it with me for a minute?
Okay.
When you're back in the pits.
Remember, it's a Chevy.
It's fine, mate.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine, mate.
So,
But they're all a Delara
initially-
chassis.
No dramas. I mean,
wait to the
ideally
front,
I
and then it
shouldn't be sharing it
transitions
because
to the back.
the more people that have this set up and race
I need
close to
that
me, the more
transition
carnage there's going to be.
in the corner. It feels pretty
So,
good. I
but,
think it's just on the exit.
It will be good for induced close
This
racing.
season,
So
it's a little tight.
that's what we want.
So
Fun close
let's
racing.
load it up. When I start to come back to center,
Still got 30 liters of fuel.
when I start to come back to
So-
center, I want it to.
However long it takes to use 30 liters of fuel, and then I'll share it, mate.
Okay, thanks.
I need.
We've
the
only
air
got
to
4
hook
minutes
up a
left of the
little
race.
more.
Oh, I'll do it now then, so you've got time. F1.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
So it wants to flow like this. Slow it up.
Does everyone want it? Should I just give it to everyone?
And as I straighten up,
That's
Not
up to you.
Driz. Driz, you don't get it. So
Okay.
get your own.
Fine.
Be that way.
There you go. Yeah, I gave it to everyone. There you go, Driz.
No, I'm just not going to look at it.
No, your loss. Yeah, you've already gained 7/10 and a mirror with that setup.
Yeah, right, cool.
And then there's a whole bunch of time to be found just timing your upshifts and downshifts. That's the hardest bit. Once you get the line right, it's just timing that upshift and downshift that can mean the difference between, you know,
Cool.
a couple of thousandths.
funny. It let me receive it, but it won't let me open it because I'm in the Honda, not the Chevy.
Now the question though is that setup absolutely trash in traffic? Because that's going to be a big problem.
I was following F1 Racer earlier in it. I had to back off a little bit, but I was. If you just back off a bit, you can be stable. I haven't really tested it extensively though, so we're about to find out soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're about 2 minutes away from finding out, aren't we? How many laps is the race?
20. Hello, hello. Hey, Chef just made it. Oh, hey, Rapid. Hey, Rapid, I don't know if you saw the post on the forum, but 2112 had already claimed the number 63 car, so I'll need you to take a look at what's left. I updated the original post with all of the remaining available cars, so you'll be able to see which one doesn't have anybody chosen yet.
I like to think that's why.
Yeah, 2112 had already requested it about 2 months ago, so.
All good.
Let them racing tomorrow.
I think he is. You guys basically did a seat swap.
Change again. If he's running.
No, he's. I asked him about that. He's fine with it.
Hey, Glass,
Yeah, mate.
check it on.
Yeah, so thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, big parts. Oh, there's boards and everything are through the back corners.
I don't know what's up with that.
Oh boy. Oh, bastard.
You're welcome.
All right, we're about to start a 20-lap race. I can't remember what starting configuration it's got.
Triple. 3 in a row.
Yeah, I know it's normally 3 across. I just don't know if the room is set up for rolling or standing or what it's set
If
for.
it's an oval, I don't think it gives you the option, does it?
Standing would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I think it's rolling, but I don't think we're doing a full formation lap on this one. We will tomorrow night.
Would that be like a manual?
Yeah, it'll be a
Formation
rolling start with a full manual formation lap tomorrow night. 3x3.
I'm at the back, so I'll find out how good this setup is in the dirty air.
But I'm at the front next. Climb.
Yeah,
Good,
I'm at the
next
back
to
too.
dress. Yes, my dress. That'll be good.
Yeah, yours is pink. Oh no, yours is red.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
course
He's
it
got
is.
the number 15 Steak and Shake car.
Oh, the steaky. Okay.
He's in the Graham Rahal car.
Oh, it's single
Are we gonna do
file?
a
Formation lap. All right, form
thanks.
it up three wide.
I don't know who just clocked me. Thanks.
So Anamera will be in the middle. Riverside will be on his right.
Seriously, 3 wide.
Yep.
How do I know
Be in the
where?
bottom
1,
left
2,
one.
3.
So whoever's qualified behind Riverside goes
There you go.
goes to the inside, right along the white line.
This is where VR helps a lot.
Pretty
Yes,
wide,
it does.
Driz. Are you on the far right?
I don't know. I'm on the right. I
Driz
guess
is,
I'm
on
on
the,
the right.
Driz is in the wall, up by the wall.
Okay.
When do we?
Who's in front of me here? Who's number 2? There's no name on it.
That's Annie.
Riverside's in front
Any,
of you.
No,
any, when that light goes
I'm
green,
fair
go
to the
boy.
right.
I'm gonna move over. You guys pass me. Seriously.
Speed up, speed up.
Oh, fine. I'll pull up. I'll pull up next to Tom.
Yeah, go past me. I want to be at the back. I want to push it.
Okay, I'm gonna go your left. So I'll
I'm
go
going to my
outside.
left. The grass on my left.
No, he's not there now. So are you gonna go the first
Your
row or
line,
what?
fellows.
What row are you going in, Driz?
I don't know. Andy said to go up front. Now he's blocking.
There's
it's
no one.
Riverside. There's Riverside
There's
out
no
there.
one. I'm following Les.
Oh, sorry. Who's number 2 then?
Riverside.
Oh,
I'm
River.
number
Okay,
3.
so I guess I'm going.
He's a
I'm
silver
going
car.
behind you, Kel.
Okay, just don't hit me.
Just remember, it's going to pull to the right when you go and hit the throttle.
God have mercy on our souls.
So who's got pole?
I do.
Brake light.
I do. 3,
Cluster in the
2,
corner.
1. Oh, hang on. I
Disqualified?
say no!
Everyone's disqualified.
Cross the line before the start.
Yep.
Oh no,
I'm
and,
still
again.
running. I'm still running. Me and Les.
Where's the
that's
mill?
hilarious.
Oh fuck.
And Amira and Lesson. Let's watch this. Okay, apparently we're doing our usual system tomorrow.
Yes, please.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm in
That
fucking
was fun.
tears.
That was terrible.
Let's do it again.
Are we gonna start this back up, Tom?
Yeah.
Straight to her race.
And Mirror,
Yeah.
you can't take this
Yeah,
away from
straight
me.
in.
No, I'm gonna get a win.
Only 2 guys are on the southern hemisphere are winning.
I'm out. Lesson was the other one running. So
I was
I'll be in there within the next 5 minutes or so.
Okay. I'm setting it up to go straight to race.
Oh,
that
So
was
why
awesome.
did you get disqualified?
We crossed the start line before the green lights went off. It's pretty bogus, but if we'd have slowed down, it would have told us to speed up. So that's kind of
Yeah, I
crazy.
don't think I throttled. Whatever.
also F1, I'll take the number 35.
Okay.
think he's sitting up
35.
the
That
server.
is. Oh, I can't remember.
AJ,
Oh, that's Alex Tagliani.
Cool.
Still says there's 4 people in there.
I don't see a new one yet.
It's because I'm still looking for where the setting is to change the starting procedure.
Bummer, guys. Took away my first oval win.
Well, it's. Oh, now we know we can't cross the line.
maybe if you set it to automatic rolling start, see what that's like.
That's what it was on that time.
That was the manual formation lap. It's rolling start now, but I should have put an extra lap on there. Yeah, we'll see what happens this time. Room's up.
Okay, give me less than a minute. I'll be in there.
You should have that.
There's no formation lap this time, so it's going to automatically set us up and start us. So this is going to be a bit of a... I'm going to have to add an extra lap for tomorrow. It'll be a 201 lap race. I actually want to test that again though with the manual rolling start and see if maybe we were just going too fast.
Probably, but the problem is when you start slowing down more than a couple miles an hour, it tells you to speed up.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna click boat to start. I gotta peak quick, so it also gives time for Rapid to get in.
We weren't far off crossing it though. It was like 20 seconds, probably less, 15 seconds.
I hit the line, and just as I hit it, my wheels just crossed the bricks. The light went green, and the DQ sign came up.
Well, I was behind you, and I also got DQ'd.
Yeah, I was like behind as well, but I think I'd crossed the bricks just before the lights went out, like split second.
Is it due to passing before for the line, or what was it for?
I got disqualified specifically for crossing the line before the start of the race.
Yeah, likewise.
Oh.
Like, there wasn't much in it, so you can slow down a little bit more. Like, we're not going to get DQ'd for going too fast, I don't think. Or too slow. There's still a good window.
You will get a drive-through penalty, though, if you're going too slow.
Yeah, but I think we could still back that we could have backed that lap off a little bit and not gotten a drive-through penalty. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's still a window between going too fast and going too slow.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling though that the timing is just a little bit off on the because I got warned quite a few times of speed up.
Okay, I didn't get any of those, so, and I pretty much like came to a stop sometimes.
It's only because you're the leader, Tom.
Yeah, I know. That'll never happen again after tonight.
Are you running Z1, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Is it creating a good map for you?
Yeah. The dashboard is, yeah.
Yeah, mine's not for some reason.
Do you have it set up with the option to download online maps? Or is that only in the analyzer?
I think that's an analyzer.
Yeah, I think that's only in the analyzer. All right, we're just waiting for Kaladin to get back.
I already voted. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
That's the first vote.
Everybody's here. Glass? Rapid?
I'm here.
Boom, shaka boom.
I'm hitting that start button.
Yay!
Wait.
Straight to race.
No more waiting. No wait for you.
Check your strategies and make sure you got the right tune loaded up, and we're going. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Oh shit, strategies.
Ain't strategy in this one. That'll be
Only
tomorrow.
20 laps. We don't need.
20 laps.
I ain't got
Just
there yet.
It's 20 laps, so we're going to run out of fuel on the last lap.
It's 20 laps, so you know that could be 12 visits to the pit stall for repairs.
Hopefully not.
Alright. Nope, not that one. Come on.
Oh
dang
boy,
it.
Glasnost on pole.
Astros and Cal. Ha ha ha.
That's good. First quarter is going to be hell of interesting.
Yep, and past all you guys when you crash.
Whoa!
Whoa, what happened?
Glass.
Nice people.
What?
3 wide, remember, guys. 3 wide. You gotta stay low, Gloss.
You're literally in the middle of the track in front of me.
That's where it spawned me.
Spawn me into somebody.
Yeah, I got 3 damage on the front.
So when
Well,
do we go?
we can do a caution lap when it tells you to.
We're going.
We're doing caution?
If you guys have damage, we can do a caution lap.
Just go.
I'm good.
Yeah, sorry, Driz. That was
No,
just
what's
where
your
it
fault? It just
unpaused me,
spawned you,
man.
yeah.
So. I'm dead.
Yes, you are.
Slow down, Driz, man. Damn it.
I've got 3 damage. I'm slow.
Oh boy, it's gonna be
I'm in 4th damn gear to try and keep the revs up.
All right, don't do that again. I can catch him.
It's gonna be like a 2-minute stop.
My gearing is completely different.
I added a touch of aero to compensate for traffic, and it's killing me.
I'm missing a whole gear.
Riverside and Enamera are just killing me. I can't touch them. I did too much aero on this car.
If you're running my setup, there's no aero on it.
I'm running your setup, but they're killing me.
Yeah, there's no aero on
It
it.
must be in the gearing.
That's what I've been thinking.
I'm down about 20 mile an hour.
Bullshit, man. How come you're still ahead? We're not catching you.
232.
I have no idea how to pull up a pass here.
Yep, 2-minute stop. What's the actual pit lane speed in real life?
60
60 something.
Miles or kilometers?
miles, so 100 kilometers.
Good job. Keep pushing.
Time I adjusted my steering ratio, and that helped a lot with sliding.
Which way did you go?
Less sensitive. I'm pretty much making the same amount of input I did, but my car isn't turning as much.
Just at your own personal best fastest lap. Keep it up.
My car's going slower than it went in practice.
Mine too, considerably.
2 seconds slower.
I'm about a second out.
I'm about 2 off. But I also made narrow adjustments, and like I said, that's killing me. Cal, you'll have to send me what steering ratio number you're at after the race.
I went down 2 clicks.
Copy, thank you.
Welcome.
Anyone tell me why I've got a 10-second penalty?
Wondering that too.
You did something wrong.
Driving too fast?
Blatantly rammed me at the start, man. I was just minding my own business. And you were like, fuck, gonna get this guy.
Sorry, Riverside. Hope I didn't clip you there.
Good.
And I'm getting grayouts on my VR. Come on, this race is gonna end quick.
No, we're halfway through. On a positive note, this little bit of extra downforce might make me slower on the straight line, but it's making the car a lot more stable.
Put down if you're in the corners, Tom.
Oh, I have been. I do about half the lap in 5th.
And then the rest of it you're in 4th?
No, 6th.
Oh, I have to go down to 4th. My gearing
Me
is
too.
messed up.
My gearing is also up 4th and 5th now. I could never even try get 6th.
I'm here. I'm 230 miles an hour in 4th gear.
Every time I go through 2 and 3, I get a VR gray out.
You might be onto something there with the gearing. I just went 8/10ths quicker.
Just gonna unwrap myself here, lesson.
So it must be a program thing if I'm getting a grey out at exactly the same spot every time.
What kind of lap times are you running with that downforce setup, Tom?
Just ran to 39.8.
That's faster than I can go now.
New personal best. Great job.
And I'm getting double grey outs and all of this. This is not going to last long.
17 laps without even a wiggle.
Only wiggle I had is when I put it up.
I think we're going a lot slower. It's a lot easier.
I'm way off of my pace.
I'm less than a second off my pace right now.
I'm
Did you
basically
pit stop?
using a step down on gearing ratio.
Yeah, it's like everybody's gearing got messed up.
Instead of using 5th and 6th, I'm using 4th and 5th.
Yep, that's what I started doing too, and I instantly got faster.
Weird.
But no, I've hit the inside curves a couple of times in the turns, and that would normally unsettle me, and it hasn't. And that's just by adding a couple of clicks of downforce front and rear.
Yeah, coming for your Joe.
Yeah, it took some time to get past the back marker. Got to slow in the corners.
And I was able to run in the draft without any dramas.
Well, if we're able to fix the gearing, I wonder what that would actually do.
Yeah, I think it flipped the gearing when we came in the room, because I reloaded mine. I've sorted this VR flashing thing out.
Not a scratch on the car.
Same here. I was definitely slower by a mile, though.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Something
I don't know what's going on.
I was about 3/4 to a full second.
Hey. Oh, the win thanks to your penalty.
No, I don't know why I got that. Guess I was cutting corners
I
again.
wonder why so slow.
Were points on?
And
No.
no, I don't think they were.
If it does that for gearing tomorrow night, it's going to be a massive pain in the rear.
I think it was because we jumped straight in the race that probably screwed it all up.
All right, I think that's it for me for tonight.
Me
Close one
3.
here.
Me as well.
Me 3.
Good night, guys. See you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow.
Yep,
Good
see
night.
you tomorrow.
See, man.
Hey, Lesson, did the wheel feel okay tonight?
Yeah, it seemed pretty normal. You?
Yep, so far so good.
I mean, that's all short stuff, so we'll see.
Yeah, it is, Lesson. Hang on a second. The guys on the Discord. Power and 21, we were using Discord tonight. We're going to be using that tomorrow as well, so you may want to make sure that you can get yourself set up on there. Okay, it was, yeah, just from the voice menu on the website, you'll be able to connect from there. Yeah, most of us are logging out already. Anyway, I'm going to disconnect from TeamSpeak. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Sorry, guys, logged into both at the same time.
What are they? Where are they guys? Do they have a lobby, or are they doing Indy, or what are they doing?
They just started a race. I'm not sure what they're racing. They just started a race.
Yeah, okay. So is it just you and Lesson getting the dropouts on the 2.5s?
So
Seems to
far,
be.
yeah.
'Cause
There's
I
been a
haven't-
couple of others. There's been a couple of other guys that have posted in the forum after I started the thread. There's been a couple of other guys that have posted with similar symptoms. So we're trying to see what's going on.
I run
it's
that
definitely
too,
a
and
thing.
I haven't had an issue at all. So, and I run the same wheelbase, so just curious. It's because if it's universal across the wheelbase or the game, you think I'd get it as well at some point.
Yeah, well, it's been pretty inconsistent for us as well. I mean, some races I have it, some races I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gone entire long races without an issue. It wasn't Dubai was 2.5 hours too, wasn't it?
Yep, and I had some issues at Dubai, small
Did you?
ones. I was able to manage through it.
I don't recall having a problem at Dubai with the wheel. I don't think I did. So I mean that's a really long race. So it is very erratic. You really don't know when it's gonna show up.
Yeah, I posted a list in the forum of all the races that I had the issue with. I had the first incident of it at Watkins Glen last season. That was the end of December. That was the one right before New Year's Eve.
Right.
Then I had an issue again last season at Nürburgring GP. And I think I had it pop up again at Fuji. That was right after patch 4. Then I had it at Dubai, and I had it at Algarve, and I had it at Daytona. So I've had it just about every second or every third race.
Right.
That's really weird.
It's very strange.
And it always shows up in the second half of the race. And when it starts to show up, it always shows up in exactly the same corners.
Yeah, that's true. The same thing happened to me at Road America. It was always the next to the last turn.
Yep. Yeah, for me at Algarve, for example, it was turn 8, which was the sweeping right-hander going up the hill, and then turn 11, which was the blind right-hander cresting over the hill. Both really bad spots to have it happen.
Yeah.
It's funny, at Daytona, you were obviously having the issue on the banking. I was having the issue in the infield on the 2 horseshoes.
Yeah, it's I doubt that it's track related. I mean, I don't really know what it is, but it's very strange.
It's really odd for you guys to get it, and then other people like myself not even experience it. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I've tried all of the obvious fixes. I even went so far as to upgrade my power supply because I thought, okay, well, maybe because I had a lower end power supply in the system, lower wattage. It was only 450 or something like that. So I thought, well, I'm pretty much at the limit of that power supply. So maybe I'm exceeding the limit. So I upgraded to a 750 watt. Problem shows up again.
Do you have your pedals plugged into your base or into the...
Mine are into the base, and because of that, as soon as I lose the wheel, I lose the pedals. Lesson is plugged in. Both of them are plugged in directly to USB, both his pedals and his wheels, so they're separate systems. And he's had the same thing. The wheel and the pedals both cut out at the same time.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you watch the video that I've posted because you can see everything happen. Now, granted, the camera stuff is slightly delayed from the game, ever so slightly, but you can clearly see my hands are cranking left, and the wheel on the game monitor is just dead nuts straight, and my foot's back off the throttle, and the RPMs are just pegged as I just drive straight into the wall.
It's basically like the wheel stop, or the game stops sending and receiving signals to and from the wheel.
Yeah, it's like everything goes to neutral.
Yep.
Well, the throttle, it's like the throttle goes to full, and that same thing happened at Road America. throttle went to full, and the car just kind of like started oversteering right into the wall.
Yeah, see, in my case, it always cuts out as I'm going into the corner, so I'm trying to brake, and then the car doesn't slow down.
Ah.
But there is no disconnect between the wheel and Windows. So Windows still sees the device as connected, plugged in. It's working fine as far as Windows is concerned. It's something happening between the game and the Windows driver.
Yeah, I feel like it's a driver thing. But then it becomes very dependent upon system almost, because some people don't have it, so or haven't experienced it.
And that's why I was asking questions like, what kind of USB ports are you using? What are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? Because trying to compare if there's anything that we have in common. And reality is, from a hardware standpoint, we are the exact 100% opposite.
Right. Right. You're in 2.0s, right?
Yep.
I'm in 3.0s. My stuff is connected separately. Your stuff is inline.
Yep.
I mean, that right there just covers a lot of possible issues, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's uncanny. If it happens to me, I'll definitely let you guys know.
I appreciate it.
Oh, yes, you will. We'll probably hear it. It'll sound something like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, something like that.
No doubt.
And it'll usually be followed by your car careening off the track into a wall.
Yeah. And somebody else going, "Whoa, what happened to you?"
Yep. I mean, literally what it feels like is like somebody suddenly just disconnected the power to your wheel. Like it feels like the power is just gone, but I've paid very close attention to it when it happened the last time at Algarve. The LED display on the wheel and the rev lights turn off, so the rim itself loses power. The motor obviously loses signal, but the main power to the wheel, the power button, still remains a solid red. So it's still 100% powered, and it's got it. I mean, the base has power. It's not a case of losing
it's powered. So what that I mean, what that tells you is there's power to the. There's definitely power to the system. It's all a communications thing because the LED and the rev lights, they only work because they're receiving a signal from the game.
Exactly, and the same thing with the force feedback, and that's why the motor goes dead. Because right now, when
it's not getting any info.
Exactly, I'm not in the game. I'm not on track, and my wheel is totally dead as far as it's loose and it's I can spin it freely.
That's funny because mine does not spin freely.
Okay, if you're out of the game right now.
I'm not out of the game. But I
well,
can
that was
be.
short practice for me.
Alright, now I'm out of game. Now it turns, but it is not like I can spin it. Maybe that's a setting?
Possibly. What do you have your drift setting at? DRI.
Let's see. Shock, ABS, DRI. Negative 05.
That's on the wheel itself.
Negative 05.
That's why. That's why. So you've got the default drift setting. I've got mine at 0, and with it being turned off. With it being turned off, I am basically. They claim that, and a couple of reviewers that I've.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I got it.
It's completely loose when you do that, right? It's supposed to be virtually friction free. Pretty much feel the same as a direct drive wheel at that point.
Yeah, I mean I can't like spin it lock to lock, but it's significantly more free than it was before.
Right. It moves very loosely.
Is there any advantage to that racing? I mean, obviously, I understand drifting. That makes sense. But circuit racing?
I don't like the what to me feels like a fake resistance by having it in the negatives. If you put it in
Okay.
the positives, that's where you actually go into a drift mode style. And at that point, if you, let's say you put it at +5, that's the highest setting.
Right.
You turn the wheel a quarter of a turn, and it will basically spin itself continuously full lock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's almost
Yeah,
becoming
Break
digital.
your arm.
I'm pretty sure it could, yeah.
I'll have to give that a go and see what it feels like.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun to show off to your friends. You're like, check out what my wheel can do, and they're like, whoa.
Whoa! It spins. It turns like a steering wheel. Imagine that.
Yeah, but
really,
it does
really fast.
it does it really fast, and it does it on its own.
True. Had my neighbor buddy on this thing last weekend. That was a lot of fun.
Do you guys still have the server up?
No, I think we've all shut down. I think most of us were actually planning on logging off here shortly.
I'm keen for some practice if you
Good.
want to put up a lobby, Foss.
Yeah, I'm putting one up right now.
Yeah, I'll do
Awesome.
a few more. I gotta figure out why I'm
Think-
so slow.
I think Rapid was disappointed that there was no more lobby.
How did you catch me, Tom?
A little bit.
Yeah, well, Foss has put one up, mate.
Lesson as far as that goes, I started doing what Cal suggested. Instead of running 5th and 6th, I started running 4th and 5th gear, and that I instantly gained about a second in lap time by doing that.
Oh well.
I'm actually
When are you downshifting and upshifting?
Okay, so I'm downshifting basically at the apex of turns 1 and 3. So I turn in, and at pretty much the apex, I downshift. I don't lift or anything. I just downshift there.
Okay.
And then I stay in that gear until almost halfway down the following straight after turns 2 and 4.
Okay.
I
Sounds about
downshift
right.
lesson on the first yellow light.
Server's up.
So when it goes orange yellow on the wheel, I downshift at the yellow.
Okay. And
So as soon as you
upshift,
start, as soon as you start to see the revs drop and you've only got the yellow LED, that's when I'll downshift.
The only thing I will caution on that reference is that Lesson is in the Honda, Glasnost is in the Chevy, so they may have
that might be a
slightly
little bit
different,
timing.
slightly
Oh,
different LED sequence.
And-
the
and
revs
yeah.
may be different.
Yeah.
Right. Are you talking about in-game? Lights in-game?
Yeah, on the steering wheel.
Right.
Because I'm in VR, obviously. So
Ah, right.
Yeah, he's talking about the in-game
I gotcha.
steering wheel in-car.
Yep.
But again, I don't know that the two engines rev exactly the same, and obviously they make their power differently. So just
yeah, I
a
didn't
word
even
of caution
think
on that.
Yeah.
Right. Was your setup in the race the same thing you sent me, or did you tweak it a little bit?
It was pretty much the same thing that I sent you. The only thing I did was for the race itself, I added a couple of clicks of downforce front and rear just to try and compensate for being in the wash.
Oh, wow.
It definitely stabilized the car, but it slowed me down a lot. I mean, I was only hitting 232 as my top speed, and I was hitting like 235, 236 in practice and qualifying.
Wow.
I'm in
Well,
time
when
trial
you
now.
caught
I'm
me,
having
you
the
caught me
exact
pretty
same
fast.
issue.
Sorry, both Glass and Lesson were talking at the same time there for a minute. I missed the first part of that lesson.
I was just saying, when you caught me pretty darn fast.
A lot of that was draft. I picked up your draft, and I worked very hard to try and stay in your draft as I was running you down.
Right. Gotcha.
Server's up, by the way.
All right, I'm coming
Cool.
too.
Yeah, so I just ran some laps in time trial. I'm having the same thing, like I can't hit 6th gear. Whereas a online practice session, 6th gear, no dramas. And you think time trial at optimum track conditions, you'd be able to hit 6th?
Well, it also seems to kind of be supporting the other thread that's going on in the forums about offline and online and practice and qualifying session versus race session track conditions being different.
I never even hit 6th gear on the time trial either. The way the vehicle is set up, at least for the Honda, I don't think you're gonna ever use 6th gear for Indy.
Yeah, not with the setups that I'm picking up off the time trials. I was using them in practice, but now that I started going 4th and 5th instead of 5th and 6th in that last race, and I saw the difference, I'm thinking that car is set up to use 4th and 5th.
Just drop the gear ratios.
Well, you have to be
Drop-
careful though, because you might need 6th if you're like 3rd or 4th car in line in the draft. You might need that 6th gear just to keep it off the rev limiter.
Yeah, I suppose maybe just for quali.
Yeah,
But then
I'll
then
probably.
Then if we get a quali session where we can hit 6th,
Yeah, I'll probably have to play a little bit tomorrow.
So tomorrow, normal time, the server goes up for practice?
Yep, it'll go up for 9:30. We'll do 45-minute practice or 50-minute practice and a 40-minute qualifying, whatever. We'll probably try and follow the same pattern as what we're using right now for the league. So the green flag on the race itself will be approximately 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
And by my math, averaging a 42-second average lap, using that to try and take into account pit stops, a couple of pit stops and all that, I'm expecting about a 2.5-hour race. Between 2 and 2.5, depends on how many cautions we have to have.
Haven't had really any practice in draft, so I'll definitely have to show up early in the morning. Early when this server goes up, because I have to go to work tonight yet.
so I just tried to join that server, and my wheel and pedals weren't working.
I had that last night. When I went into options to try and calibrate my pedals, I came back out of the options and nothing was working. Ended up having to leave the server and come back in, and it worked.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I think they rushed this patch 5 a little too much. They were in too much of a hurry to get that through. I think they broke more things than they fixed.
Yeah, no, not working. As soon as I exit the server, though, the pedal will get resistance again.
Try exiting the game and coming back in.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop off. I'll call it a night. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Yep. Later. Well, it was short practice for me, but I'll be back tomorrow because I have to go to work tonight yet for another 12-hour shift.
Gross.
Midnight to lunch.
What do you do?
I work at a feed mill. We crush soybeans and make feed for pigs.
All right.
Yeah.
And you do that? You do night shifts. How long is it? Like a 24-hour operation?
Yeah. In September, we're gonna do 24/7. Right now it's 24/6. So
wow.
extra day. Yeah. I like the night shift better than the evening shift, so I'm more of a night owl anyway. I usually stay up till like 4 a.m. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.
Alright, take care, bud.
See you, Rabbit.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it for now. Let's see what this thing feels like
Yeah,
with
got
this
nothing.
drift setting. Oops. How did I end up over here on
I just
the
had to like quickly reassign the inputs.
dummy? 39s. That's definitely faster than I was before.
Melting off my right rear tire.
They only have to last a fuel load, so. My front right takes the brunt of it. Is that your full fuel run, Phosphorus?
Yep.
Jesus. Mine was on a fuel stint as well, but I don't think I can find over a tenth and a half.
Laps plus an out lap on the button.
you need to come into the pit. It looks like you've got some suspension damage, so we need to check it out, see if we can fix it.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I think my headphones are dead. Alright, fellas, I'm gonna take off for the night.
See you,
No
Listen,
dramas.
just as
See
I
you,
was
mate.
slowing down to try and let you catch up.
I don't know why.